It's Journal Friday, and I'm going to be showing you just how fat it is. So let's take a look at how fat it is. Look at it. We've only got roughly, it says here, I started it on July 4th, and I think by December 4th it's going to be finished. But just look, you can see here, this is the thin part where I wasn't doing any tip-ins. And so it's thin, 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 slightly fat, until we get to major fatness, where it's mainly a load of tip-ins this end. It's really bad. If I just don't squash it at all, that's how it is. But it really takes a lot of pressure to really squash it, and you can't. It's really chunky. So let's just get into today, which is Monday. I'm going to be doing, though you're seeing it on Friday, it's the only time I had for getting this done. So I've got some tip-ins ready, which is just old artwork I cut up, and on the back I do my notes. A lot of the tip-ins have been political, and there's been a lot going on in politics, particularly USA at the moment, and I rather enjoy writing everything down. So the shopping list, I think, is going to go in first, and I use my Pritt invisible tape for doing that. But I also have been known to use sellotape, but I prefer the invisible tape because it tends to be less tacky, as in sticky, not tacky as in blingy. So I'm just going to go to the edge and wrap the tape over to the back page, if that makes sense, to this one. And that we have that. And then I flip it up, and you can see there the tape. So I get another bit, and I cover the sticky bit. And put that back there. Sometimes putting the added tape the other side will make this not stay flat. But so if that happens, I'll just do another bit of tape. But so we've got that bit there. And then I tend to stick the next tip in into the middle of that, where that tape is, because it's like a hinge that it creates. I just literally, the tape goes on the edge. I tend to do it where you can't see because I'm lining everything up, and the angle here where you can see tends to not be that easy for me. There we are. And then that's sticky there. So I just tend to like to it just adds more security, I find, if I do that. And then this extra one is going to go there. I think the thing about the invisible tape is if you really use your nail to really push hard, and it will turn the tape invisible. But most times I don't do that. I'm just showing you why it's called invisible tape. It's like, or you could use a coin. But you see the white disappears, leaving you clear invisible tape. And we just fold everything. And then it's like a little book inside the journal that I like to do. And I can keep adding, which is why it's so fat. Because I've been adding a heck of a lot. So before I use this, I've been liking doing some of my fiber tip pens. I won't call them felt tips. They're water soluble and they're the eco ones that I showed you in a recent video. I just like to go over my biro lines with one of these pens. And it's helpful that they're actually like chiseled in a way. So I can get some nice calligraphy effects. Not that I do calligraphy, but you can get nice effects of the pens. And these are the pens I'm on about. They've been made from plastic, recycled, that is. 2 cartons of plastic have gone in to making these felt tips. In fact, it shows you here. 2 cartons go into the factory. They make these eco plastic pellets, which are then used to make the felt tips. I think I will today do different coloured boxes. Do you like using tip-ins in your journals? I didn't know they were called tip-ins until, as I say, I was watching Emmy Lou doing her journals, and she does a lot of tip-ins. And she used the word tip-ins. And I thought, I see. When you stick anything in, it is called a tip-in. Just my pens have collapsed there. I have very limited space on my desk because I'm in between recording my Coffee Vember videos. I think the colours does help give it a bit of pop. Okay, so now I'm going to be writing in the titles of what I include. I'm watching quite a lot of Christmas movies in the evening now. My absolute favourite ones are things like Meet the Santas, and the one before that one, because that's a sequel, is called Single Santa Seeks Mrs. Claus. And I can't quite remember, I think it's called Jeff Goldblum, or I could be getting it wrong. The actor was in Three Men and a Baby anyway. And then Three Men and a Little Lady. But it's really like my favourite. I do love that. And then of course the regulars of Home Alone and The Muppet Christmas Carol. Right. The weather is quite changeable at the moment with us. I don't think I include anything else that is regular at the moment, I don't think. Just those 5 items. So, I suspect I'm leaving it there for that. And then I'm just going to be colouring in the title. Everything wants to fall and irritate me at the moment on my desk. I mustn't get irritated. Here we go. Colour in. I always like yellow. It really brightens up the page and brings everything together. And of course it works very well with pink, as you might have discovered if you've been following my channel for a while. Now, I'm going to get some stickers, I think. Lots of bits and pieces. Kind of going sticker crazy. And that sheet is finished. Put that there. It's like it's playing with a ball of yarn. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.